Well, friends, uh, now today, first of all, what we are going to discuss, we'll be discussing about how to compute income tax for various kinds of assets. Very simple computation I'll be explaining you. Right? Let us try to understand those concepts. Going to share the screen with you for that purpose. Uh, I understand all of you are having PAN card. Yes or no? And you know the basic things. Yeah, and you know basic things when tax liability arises. That concept you know. Yes or no? Please quickly let me know when tax becomes payable. Or let me explain you first of all very simple things. In which situation tax liability arises. Then we'll see how to compute tax. So quickly I'm going to share the screen with you. I think screen is visible to you. You are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In the here itself you can find one place that is something is written here. Can you read what is written here? Can you read it out?
Tax
Tax
calculator.
calculator.
Tax calculator. Have you ever used a calculator called as tax calculator?
No, sir.
No,
Yes or
sir.
no? No. So
No,
today
sir.
we'll be learning that thing because this calculator is a very helpful thing for us. Without knowing the tax rates also, with the help of this calculator, we'll be able to compute tax for various kinds of assets. Okay, we'll be learning how to know that. But before that, some basic things I would like to explain you. Yeah, just give me 1 second. Yeah, what we call it as the scheme of taxation. All of us quickly have a look at this. Let us read this sentence first of all. Sentence is like this: every person whose total income of the previous year exceeds the maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax is an RCC and chargeable to income tax at the rate or rates prescribed in the Finance Act for the relevant assessment year. Are you able to read it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So can some of you read it for me loudly? Can anyone if you read it? Can you read it out so that others can also hear?
Shall I read, sir?
Yeah, please do it. What's your name?
Surbhi Lavangare.
Yeah, Survi, please read.
Scheme of taxation. Every person whose total income of the previous year exceeds the maximum amount which is not chargeable to income tax is an assessee and chargeable to income tax at the rate or rates prescribed in the Finance Act for the relevant assessment year.
Thank you. Friends, let us try to understand this particular sentence. But to understand this sentence, what is important for us? You see, there are some words which are appearing in the red colored font. Is it not? So it is very important for us to understand the meaning of those words. Then only we'll be able to get the proper meaning of this sentence. For example, first of all, to understand this sentence, we need to know what is the meaning of person. Okay, definitely we'll be computing tax, but first of all, we need to know that the tax is levied on persons. Yes or no? Are you agreeing to it? Are you agreeing to me? Tax is levied on person, or it is can be levied?
Yes.
Tax is levied on persons, right? So first of all, we need to know what is the meaning of person. Then every person, then what we say, whose total income, right? So is it not necessary to know what is the meaning of total income? Because tax is to be levied on total income. So let us understand what is the meaning of total income. Right. Next thing is that total income doesn't mean that total income that you have earned throughout your life. Total income means total income of the previous year. So now it is important for us to understand the concept of previous year. Okay. And that too, if it exceeds a particular limit which is prescribed, then only it is chargeable to income tax. And in that situation, we'll call that person as assessee. So we need to understand what is the meaning of assessee. And once we can calling that person as an assessee, then he will be chargeable to income tax. Okay. And if you know he is chargeable to income tax, now you have to compute tax. How you compute? at the rate or rates. Maybe it's a single rate. As you know, corporates, they pay tax at a single rate, maybe 25%, maybe 30% single rate. But individuals, AOP, VOIs, they pay at a slab rate. So multiple rates are applicable. That means up to certain income, maybe 5%, after that 20%, after that 30%, like this, isn't it? Isn't it? So tax is to be computed by applying a particular rate or rates. And where these rates are prescribed? Not in the Income Tax Act. Most of the rates are not prescribed in the Income Tax Act. It is prescribed in the Finance. When you say Finance Act, what you understand is the budget. Annual finance bill, you know, bills gets converted into act. In the Finance Act, these rates are there. Okay. So I have to refer to the relevant Finance Act. Yes or no? Are you agreeing to me that I have to refer to the relevant Finance Act to know what is the rate applicable? Yes, agree?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let us quickly understand this basic concept. Then I'll show you how to compute. Now you must be knowing when you say person. First, let us know what is the meaning of person. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of person? Any idea? If you are having some idea, then tell me. Otherwise, I will tell you how to understand what is the meaning of person.
So according to section 2, section 31 of Income Tax Act, person means individual.
Okay,
HUL,
according to section 2 and what you said in the
31, subsection
next.
31.
According to section 2, subsection 31. Very good. What's your name?
Biswajit.
Biswajit. Okay. Friends, let us read. Let us see what is that section 2, section what our friend is saying. But Biswajit, hereafter, when you are referring to section 2, I request all Biswajit and also I let others also should know. So do not say subsection 31. What is that?
Clause
Clause 31. So section 2,
Yes,
clause 31, let us refer. So
Yes.
as you know, most of you know that it is very important to know where the law is. It is properly said, or many times we say that a good lawyer, or for that matter, a good company secretary also, need not know what is law. But what you should know where the law is. Where the law is more important. Of course, what is law, that is also, of course, important in our profession. But you see, where the law is, that is more important. Therefore, it is a good lawyer need not know what is law, but he should know where the law is, so that he can easily find it out. Right? So, law is so vast also, it is very difficult to remember the entire thing. But if you know where the law is, you can very easily find it out. So, friends, what I will do, I will first of all take you to, let me take you to a particular place. Let me go. Let us go for a virtual tour. Just give me a second. Yeah, now I can take you there. Yeah, I am sharing the screen. What you are seeing on the screen? Please respond. What are you seeing on the screen?
Google one page. Google.
Google search engine.
Google search engine, right? And you see what I am typing here. Yeah. Can you read it? What I have typed? Which address? Which website I typed here?
Income Tax India.
Yeah, incometaxindia.gov.in. So let us go for a virtual tour. Let us see what is that, so that sentence will be able to understand, or we can find out where the law is. Now you are seeing the home page of Income Tax Department, right? And all of you should frequently visit to this site to update your knowledge. This site provides a lot of things which are helpful to us. Now let us see the let us you see what we are discussing right now. This is about income tax law. Law means we are talking about Income Tax Act 1961. So not only Act, in addition to that, Income Tax Rules 1962 is also relevant. But all these things are available in this website. Now, can you see it? What is this ID? Can you read it?
Tax laws and rules.
Tax laws and rules. Okay, you see tax act is there. Rules are there. Surplus, clarification, notification, budget, all these things are there. Okay, so now right now what is important for us, as our friend Vishwajit had told to refer to section 2 clause 31, let us go there. I am clicking here acts and various related acts will be there, and I am going to Income Tax Act 1961. Right, as you can see, you can search a particular section. Since our friend is saying section 2, we can go to section 2. You can type here also section wise, you can type section 2, you can find section 2. You can also chapter wise, you can search, things will appear in chapter wise. You see, these are the various chapters of Income Tax Act. Let us say computation of income, there is a chapter. Income which do not form part of total income is a chapter. Deduction is a chapter. Okay, chapter 6A, deduction is a chapter. We'll be learning that thing. These are various chapters. We can go chapter wise or we can go section wise. You can find out. Right. So let us have a look at this act first. Let us go to section 1. You see, you will find out how the act looks like. You see, this is how Income Tax Act looks like. You see, this is section 1. Right. Section 1 talks about short title. What is the title of the act? What is the extent? It extends to all of India. At commencement, it came into force on first day of April 1962. This is about section 1 you have seen. Just I wanted to give you some idea how Income Tax Act looks like. Right. But more than that, what is important right now for us is section 2. Okay. Because we want to understand various meanings. Section 2, if you see, these are the definitions. Now you know where to find the definition. Section 2, you can easily search. Okay. And our friend is saying section 2, clause 31. You see. Are you able to read it?
Yes, sir.
You see, person includes individual, HUF, company, firm, AOPPOI, local authority, every artificial juridical person. So all these things, it's an inclusive definition. You know what is the meaning of inclusive definition, what is the meaning of exhaustive definition. Here, this is an inclusive definition. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is how we can find out the meaning of a particular term. Okay. I'll stop sharing that screen right now. I'll be showing you PPT right now. Just I wanted to show you how Income Tax Act looks like. So now you know what is the meaning of person. Even if you don't know, it doesn't matter. You can easily find it out. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, second thing we need to understand is that the total income. Friends, we need to understand the concept of total income so that because it is the total income on which we are supposed to pay tax. Okay. Let me explain you the concept of total income right now. Just give me a moment. Yeah. Before before understanding the total income, first of all, we have to arrive at the gross total income. After gross total income, or you can say from gross total income, certain deductions will be allowed. Then we will be able to find out what is total income. Once we know the total income, then we will be able to compute tax on that. So you already know there are 5 heads of income. Is it not? Can anyone tell me what are these 5 heads of income? Five heads of income. Please tell me. There are 5 heads of income. All of us know.
Yes.
Yeah, please tell me.
House property.
No, let us go in a sequence.
Salary.
Let us go in a sequence. Let us go
Salary.
in proper sequence. First one is
Salary.
salaries. Okay.
Then
Second,
house
Then
property.
house property.
that is income from house property. Okay.
Yes, sir. Income from house property.
House property. Then
Then
Income
PGPP.
from Income from
PGVP, professional.
That is profit and gains of business or profession. Okay, right.
business purpose.
Profession, business. Then
Then capital gain.
Income from capital
gains,
gain.
then
And then other
Income
sources.
from other sources.
income from other sources. The 5 heads income. Now, our point is that how to compute total income, or you may also call it as the total taxable income. That is important so that we can find out, we will be able to compute tax. Now, can you tell me how to compute total income? Can anyone tell me? It doesn't matter if you are saying something wrong. But please tell me, let us try to understand how to compute total income. We know 5 heads of incomes are there. And under each head, there are different ways of computing your income. Is it not? There are different ways. Under the head salary, we compute by following a particular method. We, let us say, basic salary, allowances, for puja aids, everything we add, then we certain specific deductions are there, like standard deduction, entertainment allowance, professional tax, etc. We deduct, we arrive at the salary. Similarly, house property income, what we do, we find out the gross annual value, we find out the net annual value, we allow certain deductions like interest on board, bond, etc. Then we find out income from house property. Right? Specific methods are there. This is the way in which we'll be able to compute it. But third head, that is profit and gains of business profession, no way is prescribed. What you have to do, you have to pick up profit as per your, you have to find out what is your business profit as per your normal accounting method that you follow. Then certain things will be added to that, certain things will be deducted. Right? Certain items may, if you have to go through the provisions of relevant section, certain items, if they are not allowed, that has to be added, certain items which are allowed, that are deducted. That means by adjusting your business profit, by adjusting your accounting profit, you'll be able to find out what is the income under the head PGBP. Yes or no?
Yes,
Okay. So PGBP, there is no direct method. You arrive at the profit, then you make some adjustments. Okay. But under capital gain,
अभी बाद में नाश्ता ही करूंगी
but under
इतना
the
सही
head
दिया रहे
capital
हो
gain,
मेरे को
yeah, friends, I request all of you, please mute yourself. Yeah, but capital gain, you see, again method is prescribed. In a particular way, you have to arrive at. Now, what is long-term capital gain, what is short-term capital gain, you have to arrive. Okay, then last head, income from other sources. Again, there is no method prescribed here. You arrive at according to your own method that you
मेरे को
follow.
दिखाया ना बहुत सारा था तो
So
मैंने उसको
please,
बोला एक ही पीस दे
और एक में रखे हुए pieces.
ओके
Anuja,
वो बोल रहा है उसको भूख लग रही है पर वो बोल नहीं रही है.
Anuja, please mute yourself. Yeah. Okay. So this is how. Now tell me how to compute total income. Can anyone tell me now?
By adding of the income of all heads, and then after reduction, we will get a net salary. So net income.
Okay. Who is talking?
Sorry.
Ritika.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So as Ritika told right now, how to arrive at the total. What we'll do? We'll add that income that has been computed under different heads. But here you have to keep one thing. If you just add, you will not get gross total income. There are two more adjustments. One is
clubbing of income and
clubbing of income
and setup carry.
And setup.
setup of carry forward
Setup.
losses. Very good, excellent.
Yes.
So after doing that thing, what we are getting, that is called as GTI, gross total
Gross
income. Then chapter 6 said deductions, what we will be getting?
deduct. Total income.
Total income. Once we know the total income, then rates are with us, we can compute. Otherwise, even if you don't know the rates, doesn't matter. We have tax calculators, we can do it. But here we have to remember, and you know, for this assessment, that is assessment year 21-22. Right? There is one more optional scheme. You know it? There are two kinds of rates. One is normal rate, another is a concessional rate. But if you are going for concessional rate, you will not be able to get certain deductions, certain exemptions, certain reliefs, rebates you may not be able to get. Are you getting? So deductions, rebate, reliefs will not be able. So if you are computing tax under the concessional rate for individuals, then you have to forget about this deduction. Okay, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
But if you are going for normal rate, then after deduction arrive at the tax. We'll be discussing all these things, don't worry. But got some broad idea how tax is to be computed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm once again going to share the screen with you. As you have nicely told me that these are the 5 heads of income, then it will be subjected to two adjustments. Clubbing provisions and setup and carry forward losses. We'll be getting gross total income, then chapter 6 deductions will be allowed, then we will be getting total income. Right? So deductions will be learning that one. Then once we know the total income, next what is relevant for us is to compute tax rates. You see various tax rates I'm showing for you. Okay, you see for individuals up to 2.5 lakh exempt. I'm showing you tax rate one second. You see this is the tax rate for individuals AOP, individuals HUF, AOP, BOI, HAP for assessment year 21-22, income up to 2,50,000 nil rate, nil tax. Then above 2,50,000 up to 5 lakh 5%, then above 5 lakh up to 10 lakh 20%, then above 10 lakh 30%. Okay, for senior citizens, you see up to 3 lakh nil. Senior citizen means above 60 years of age, but less than 80 years of age. So up to 3 lakh exempt, then above 3 lakh up to 5 lakh 5%, then above 5 lakh up to 10 lakh 20%, above 10 lakh 30%, like this. But very senior citizen or super senior citizen whose age is 80 years and above, then up to 5 lakh nil, 5 lakh above, but up to 10 lakh 20%, above 10 lakh 30%. These are the rates applicable. Okay, they are subject to some relief, etc. And relief, etc. We'll be learning that thing. But for this assessment here, okay, let me tell you about this relief, about this rebate. But however, even if that is the tax rate, if the total income doesn't exceed 5 lakh, a rebate, how much rebate? 100% of the tax amount or rupees 12,500 is allowed as a rebate. So consequently, if someone's income is 5 lakh rupees, then tax liability will be nil. Up to 5 lakh rupees, tax liability will be nil because of this rebate. Okay, but if it's slightly above the 5 lakh rupees, he has to pay tax according to the slab rate. Okay. And for assessment year 21-22, for this assessment year, this new section 115 BAC is introduced, and this for individuals and HUF, there is a concessional rate. You can see the concessional rate. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
You can see up to 2.5 lakh exempt nil, then from 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh 5%. Then you see for every increase of income, of 2.5 lakh, there is a 5% increase in the slab rate. Finally, above 15 lakh, you have to pay at the rate of 30%. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now you see what, but as I told you earlier, but again I am repeating, what is, if you opt for this new scheme, this is an optional scheme. Optional scheme means you have to get choice. You may pay tax at the rate of 5%, 20%, and 30%, or you may go for this choice 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. This slab rate is up to you. But if you are going for new scheme, these are certain deductions which you have to sacrifice. You will not get any standard deduction. You will not get any LTA benefit, housing rent benefit, certain allowances, special allowances which are covered under section 10.14. Then deduction, housing loan interest up to 2 lakh rupees one will not get. Then chapter 6 deduction up to 1,50,000 one will not get. 80G deductions, educational loan interest deduction, 80E, then 10,000 deductions for interest on or saving account. So all these deductions one has to sacrifice. Then he has to compare which scheme is better. Okay, then he has to compare which scheme is better and he has to pay tax accordingly. You find it difficult? Are you finding it difficult?
No.
You have to
No,
compare. I am telling you one easy way how to compare this thing. Again, I am taking you to this income tax department's website. Let us see. I am taking one more website. You see. Are you seeing which address I typed? Are you able to see it? Can
Yes,
you tell?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the website address?
Income tax
Income
India
tax
e-filing.gov.in.
e-filing.gov.in. Okay. So I request all of you to visit these sites frequently and familiarize yourself with these sites. It will be very helpful site. I'm taking you to this site, Income Tax India, e-filing.gov.in. Let us close this dialog box fast. Now you see. Here is a link. Can you see it? What is written here?
Tax calculator.
Tax calculator. Now you see. Here you see. Can you see this button?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What is
sir.
written here?
Compare
Compare tax under existing and new
new
rates.
time.
So this calculator is very much helpful. It will be automatically comparing it. Suppose you take an example. Let us say someone below 60 years of age. Let us assume income is something around anything I can assume 25 lakh. Let us say deductions he was claiming 2 lakh rupees, maybe housing loan, or let us say 3 lakh rupees housing loan, 2 lakh rupees, maybe, or 3 lakh 50,000 rupees plus 1 lakh 50,000 rupees normal. This thing investment deductions, 80C deductions. So I am taking deductions 3 lakh 50,000 rupees. Okay, now I can easily compare. It is so simple. Are you saying it? Which scheme is better? As per old scheme, how much? As per new scheme, how much?
4,75,800. Old scheme.
Which scheme is better?
Old one.
Old schemes.
You see, very easily one can find it out. Is
Yes,
it
sir.
difficult? Okay, if you
No.
say it is my investment is not up to 2 lakh 5, let's say 3 lakh 50,000 rupees, I got only 10,000 rupees. Let us compute. Old scheme is better. Is it not?
New one.
Let us say income is not 25 lakh, it is 12 lakh. Which is better?
New schemes.
New scheme is better. So you have to find it out. You need to know what is your total income, what is the deductions, then easily you can compare it. You can check either you step by step calculate without deduction 5%, 10%, 15% like this, and another thing 5%, 20%, 30%, then compare, or readily available calculators are there. Is it convenient to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I request all of you
Yes.
to try this. Take an exercise, okay, and you practice. Practice how to use that calculator. Very easily you can address the problem. Okay. Okay, friends, up to this, is it clear to you? Now you
Yes,
might
sir.
be thinking one more thing, that how to, just like I told you, if you have any doubt, you can go to the income tax department website, read the act itself. You know how to find out the act. Is it not? Any doubt you are having, directly go there and that is the ultimate source. So you can directly refer to that place. Now, let us say you want to know the tax rate. Tax rate I can show you in the slides. We had already seen it. But for you, where from you will get the tax rate? You see, I'm taking you once again to the income tax department's website. Are you seeing it? Which website I am going? Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This site is very useful to you. So these both the sites, incometaxindia.gov.in and incometaxindia e-filing.gov.in, are very useful sites. Please keep on visiting to those sites. Right. You see, what is, are you seeing here? Here is a link. Can you read it out?
Tax charts and tables.
Tax charts and tables. Okay, tax charts and tables. Okay, let us visit there. Are you seeing here what is written here?
Tax rates.
Tax rates. So all the tax rate, what I was talking you now, you see it's prescribed here. And all the tax rates you can get it here. Okay, for senior and super senior citizen, 60 years and above, what is the tax rate? You need not remember anything, everything is here. Okay, in which case surcharge is applicable. If the total income exceeds 50 lakhs, then and it is up to 1 crore, 10% surcharge. Surcharge means on the tax, additional surcharge will be levied. It's a tax on tax. If it exceeds 1 crore, 15% surcharge. So entire scheme is here. You can find it out. Okay, are you able to see? And
Yes,
you
sir.
see, this is the special scheme. Finance Act 2020 has provided an option. This is an option for individuals and HUF to go for new scheme. This is called as a new regime. 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 25%, 30%. All tax rates are here. And this is the surcharge applicable. So this is the normal tax rate and this is the optional scheme. You can go for new scheme. But what is the difficulty or what is the disadvantage of this new scheme? Can anyone tell me?
So we cannot get the deductions that
You
we
cannot get that
get.
deductions, rebates,
Maximum,
reliefs.
yeah, maximum deductions are not allowed.
Yeah, so you have to see which deductions are allowed, which deductions are not allowed. Accordingly, you have to compute. That is the only issue. For other assessors, you can see partnership form tax rates are here. Everything is here. For companies, domestic tax rates are here. Again, will be discussing this companies taxation separately in one more session. But you see, for cooperative society, tax rates are here. Now, can you find the tax rates? No need to refer any book. No need to refer to ready record. So you can easily find it out. It is there. Once it is there in your mobile phone. Okay, just visit to Income Tax Department's website. You can get the tax rates. Okay. Okay, are you comfortable with this?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
two
sir.
things at least we learned. First of all, how to compare for individuals and HUFs, old rate versus old tax versus new tax under the old regime and tax under the new regime. That we have understood. For that, you have to go to which website? Income Tax India e-filing.gov.in. You can compare that. Okay, current rates are available. That you might be thinking how to calculate rate. Since all of you have already cleared executive, you already know, you have already studied how to calculate tax rate, tax amount. But let us learn some easy tricks. I'm once again taking you to Income Tax Department's website. This is the home page. Okay. So two ways to go to a tax calculator, which is more relevant here. Are you seeing here what is written here? Are you able to find out this link where I'm putting my cursor? Can you read it out?
Yes.
Tax tools.
Tax tools. So this is
Tax
one link,
tools.
tax tools. And here you can see one more link. Can you read it here?
Tax calculators.
Tax calculators. So I can do one thing. Let me input. There are, you can go from here. You can also go from here. I am going through tax tools. You can get many calculators here. I see. You see, all these things you have learned already. Okay. Let us say house rent allowance, how much will be allowed, how much will be disallowed, medical facility. Okay. Rent-free accommodation, transport allowance, children's education allowance, for tax calculator. Here is tax calculator. So many calculators are there. And there are other pages also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, several pages are there. So many calculators are available. You make use of that. Very easily you can calculate tax. Let us say I am using this calculator, simple calculator. What is written here? Are you able to read it?
Tax calculator.
Tax calculator. Let us use this tax calculator. Now you see. This is the tax calculator. Very convenient calculator. Let us say we'll calculate tax for assessment year 21, 22 or 22, 23. Let us. Now we'll go for 20, 21, 22. Taxpayer, you know, already I had shown you. Anyone you can choose. Choose anyone. Individuals, HUAP, OPB, OI, domestic company, foreign company, farms, LLP. Which one? Individual. Individual.
Yes.
Here it is asking whether opting for taxation under section 115 BAC. What is 115 BAC? If you know, then fine. If you don't know, if you click here, it will take you to 115 BOC. It is a link. 115 BOC means new regime. Okay, new regime. If you want to see it, I'm taking you. You see, you can directly read 115 BAC. This is you see 5%. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So you can understand. Okay, once again, I'm taking you to the tax calculator. So now it is asking, it is your choice whether you will go for that thing or not. Let us say taxpayer is an individual, whether going for 115 BAC. Let us say we'll say no, we'll go for our old regime. Okay. Male, female, senior citizen, one can choose here. Let us say normal, male, let us think of. Residential status, you have already studied, that is important for taxation purpose. Let us assume the person is resident. Okay. Now, you can think of any amount of tax. Let us say 24 lakh. Okay. Right? Are you seeing it? Just click enter. Are you finding what is the amount of tax? Is it not a very useful calculator?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Automatically tax amount is calculated.
Yes, sir.
Right. But let us say you are opting for new scheme. So what you have to do? You have to go for yes. Right. Yes. But here what will happen? This net taxable income may change because this is what I'm taking after deduction. But when I'm saying it yes, it may be deductions will not be available. Let us say 24 will become 27. Then you calculate what is the tax amount. Now also you can compare. Understood? New scheme. If there is no scheme, no deduction, then it doesn't matter. Old scheme total income, new scheme total income are also same. Here also 27 lakh. Okay, and this is the amount of tax. If you want to go for the new scheme, do not want to go for new scheme, right? No, here. Here you can compute the amount of tax. Very easily you can do it. Is it useful to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very easily you can do. Slab rates, if you want, you can calculate by using slab rates. Slab rates are also available for you. Is it not a very difficult? You know Link I had already shown you. And these calculators, at your free time, you can use these calculators. Here you see another calculator, income and tax calculator. Here what we'll do, under each head, you can fill up the data, automatically tax will be computed. Under each head. Let us say assessment year, etc. Capital gain, you have to fill up the detail. House property, you have to fill up the detail. Income from salary. All the details you can fill up and tax will be automatically calculated. Finally, you have to click calculate automatically. And your tax liability will be calculated. Okay. And other calculators also, which you have studied. You have already studied housing allowance, housing rent allowance, how much will be allowed, how much will be disallowed. You have studied it or not? So you can apply that thing. Let us say your basic salary is 25 lakh. TA forming part of the salary, let us say another 25 lakh. Commission as a percentage of turnover, you know the provision, so I am not explaining you. Let us say HRA receipt is 6 lakh. You know, for metro city, a different allowance is available. So the rent paid, let us say 3 lakh. Then metro city, it's a non-metro. Then exempted allowance, you can find out, calculate. Exempted rent allowance, nothing is exempted, entire amount is taxed. Is it not? So it is very easy to calculate with the help of all these calculators. Okay. Friends, are you comfortable? Do you have confidence now that without remembering the tax rate, without remembering many provisions, so you can directly use the calculator and compute the tax amount? That was our objective. If I've understood, then it's fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
You have understood? Computation is possible. You can compute. All of you,
Yes,
can you compute your tax liability?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you should be able to compute it. If that you are able to do it, then our purpose is solved now. So we'll stop here for the timing. We'll catch up maybe after 15 minutes in the next session. Thank
yes.
you very, very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very, very much. We'll catch up.